Hey, we're going to Sports and Politics with T. I'm your host, Tanya. Tonight we have made it back to Monday, guys. Listen, I hope everybody's enjoyed their weekend. We have made it. It is July the 20th, guys. Already getting on that third week of July, going into the last week, guys. And listen, again, I have thanked everyone for giving me birthday shout outs on this past weekend. That's right. I had my birthday on the 18th. I turned 47 this year, and I had a lot of people sending me emails and texts, and I just wanted to again thank everyone for the happy birthday shout outs and all the birthday wishes. I had an awesome time celebrating with my sisters, and we enjoyed, and of course they treated me out and just spoiled me all day, and it was wonderful. So again, thank you for all the birthday wishes from Saturday. I had an awesome time. But yes, guys, tonight we are going to talk about Americans, because we always talk about Donald Trump. We always talk about what he's going to, of course, he's not going to be doing anything for America. However, we are talking about the everyday working class tonight. What people are feeling. Has things improved as far as financial stability? Are people able to pay their bills? Or is it still a struggle? We're going to look at 3 segments tonight dealing with paying your utilities, grocery shopping, and just everyday finances. Come to find out, the stats still show that Americans are still struggling with everyday bills. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the first segment at hand. And this is just people ranting, and not really ranting, but telling you how they feel about the everyday struggle, what some of the things that they're going through. I'm going to let you know how I feel about this segment once it's over, and then we're going to dissect this video after it's complete.
Anyone else worried about their bills right now? Like, for me personally, my take-home paychecks are less than how much I have to spend on bills per pay period. Like, I don't know what's happened in the last several months. Like, last year, I was in a position where I had enough money in my account to pay for my bills. Now, I'm worried that my account is going to overdraft because the amount I get paid is less than how much my bills cost for that pay period. And honestly, it's a scary feeling, like, to be in a position where you don't have enough money to pay your bills and you have to tap into your savings, or you have to do a cash advancement or something like that. Like, that's really scary. And I fear that it's only going to get worse. Like, I might be in a position where I clear out my savings because I don't have enough money to pay my bills. Anyone else feel that way, or is it just me?
21 people this morning at a table, and they were firefighters, so it's fine. It's good. Their bill came out to $200.02, so we gave them a discount for everything they do. It was 10%, so it came out to $186. And then one of the servers decided she wanted to help cover their bill, so she paid $100. So their bill came out to $86. And they left a $186 tip. And my boss made me tip out the cooks. So I did. And she made me give back the $100 to one of the servers. So a shift that I wasn't even supposed to work today, I made $60 today.
This is the sun hat that actually covers your face. The wide brim protects your cheeks and ears from the sun, and it's so...
I fucking hate being a server.
A lot of people are struggling to pay their bills, and that is because prices are rising. People were living paycheck to paycheck, and then gas prices have risen quite a bit. So you're going to see a lot of people crowding around Costco because they do have the cheapest gas prices, which is insane right now. But it really signals to the overall state of the economy that the majority of the working class people, most Americans and families, are not able to pay their bills. we're seeing a lot more people take on multiple side gigs in order to get some additional income just to get by, which is not how the American dream should be. And a lot of people are giving up on the American dream. Everything feels different in America right now because everything is just costs so much money, and we're not getting enough income from our jobs alone. So there's definitely a huge mismatch between those two. But something definitely needs to change. The job market is not good. So a lot of these employers don't even have to pay their employees that much because they know there's so much competition and people are going to accept a low-paying job just because they need an income. Let me know in the comments down below what you think and take a look at the rest of these stories.
I need some advice, please. I feel like nobody talks about this enough. Like, when you finally get a hold of your finances and shit in check, you kind of feel anxious to pay bills. Like, I'm ready to pay bills, but like, I'm not trying to go broke paying bills, but I'm trying to pay the bills. Like, I'm ready to pay the bills before they do, because I'm like, come on, just take my money. But I'm like, no, that doesn't end well.
You know how everyone's telling us, like, you just need therapy, like, you're depressed, and it's like, no, we're broke. Because why is everything so fucking expensive? Like, I moved to a different city. My auto insurance went up like $20. I don't know why. I called them and I was like, why did this go up? And she was trying to figure it out. And I was like, I also need to update my address because I just moved. And she goes, okay, with your address updated, you live in a higher risk area now. Surprise. So she said it's going up $120 a month. I was going to figure out why it went up $20, and then she made it go up more. And I said, please don't do that. I can't afford it. And she said, I can't change it. And we're not depressed. We're broke. We're broke.
My paycheck was short $300. I can't pay my rent on time. My car insurance is past due. It's like over $300. My energy bill is past due, and I've been paying little bits, and that's over $900.
Whoa.
One of my senior technicians quit. And I tell you guys all the time that when you have struggles like this and you feel like you just have you don't know what to do. I have a wedding to save for. I'm going to practice what I preach because I know God's got this. For any of you guys in the same boat, let's pray together. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, I come to you today under your omnipresence power, God, your beauty. I want to thank you first and foremost, God, that I can come to you, that I can sit here on my car on my lunch break, that I can come to you in need, that I can be direct with what I need from you. But the first thing I want to say, God, is thank you. Thank you that I can come to you when I can't pay these bills, God. Thank you that I can come to you when I can't figure it out, God. Thank you that I can come to you, God, and I know that you already have all this sorted out for my benefit and to praise your holy name and your glory, God. So right now, this prayer is direct for me, but God, I pray for the other person on the other side of the screen. You know their situation. And so I'm going to be an intercessor for them, God, and for myself. God, I can't pay my rent. I can't pay my power bill. I can't pay my electric bill. I can't pay my car insurance. I'm missing money out of my paycheck. I have a technician that quit today. God, you know the struggle. You know I have nowhere to turn. You know I can't save any money. But God, through you, I know that you will direct my path. You always say, God, to get on your knees first, and you already have it sorted out, but to put in the work. So God, I'm following that order. I'm following those steps, God. I cannot get through this without you, God. So those specific things that I prayed for myself, God, I ask that you would just
Did you know you can play hundreds of gospel songs with just 4 chords? These. Let me...
No. I thank you for you already solving them. And for the person on the other side of the screen, God, I thank you for already solving theirs. Thank you, God. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
I'm so fucking mad. So turn this down if you're going to watch it, because I'm just going to go off. I am so fucking mad. I'm so tired of working so much and not having anything left over to show for it. Nothing. So sick of anytime I turn on fucking the TV, I get, oh, we're winning. We're winning. America is so fucking hot. To fucking who? And who describes a country as hot? Ooh, I fucking worked so hard the last 3 weeks, and with everything in front of me is sold. I sold all of this shit, right? I sold all this shit. After I pay my electric bill, which was $400 fucking dollars for a 1-bedroom fucking house, I will then, and I bought 170 whatever worth of groceries last night, I will now have to choose making the car payment or trying to buy some school clothes for my kid. And then I won't even have enough money left to buy more inventory to stay in business. In November, I was set to scale my business to open a bunch of Amazon storefronts. I had 3 per diem employees, hiring other women in the recovery community to come up here and help me package orders and everything. I survived human trafficking. All I fucking want is to have a peaceful, quiet fucking life. I want to raise my kids so that they don't... I'm trying to break this generational bullshit. My dad was an alcoholic. I was an addict. Like, I'm 8 years sober, and I see these behaviors in my kids that are concerning. My son Aiden will, like, bite his arm when he's up. He's 2. He's 2. Negative attention-seeking behaviors. And he knows if he does it, I'll drop everything I'm doing to fucking, don't do that, baby, please. What's going on, Bo? And with my oldest, like, he's on the spectrum, but he's still having accidents every single day, pooping his pants. He knows that whatever's going on, I will drop everything I'm doing to fucking do that. And it's just like, I don't even want to get into my ex. So frustrating to carry 100% of the fucking burden for the children's dental, fucking health, school clothes, parent-teacher conferences, everything, birthday parties, everything on my fucking shoulders, and I don't even have a regular 9 to 5. Watching them today so that I can package these orders. So I have no time to recover. I go straight from working to taking care of the kids. There's barely any sleep, and wake up, rinse, and repeat. So where the fuck do I have time to fucking campaign and run for office? This is exactly what this administration wants. They want us so fucking broken and broke, and at the end of our fucking ropes, that we don't even have enough in us left to fucking fight. They're doing a damn good job.
I am so tired of paying bills, y'all. Worrying about bills, thinking about bills, knowing a bill is coming, knowing a bill was just paid, and there's another one's coming. Like, this shit just don't stop. Like, it don't. I don't care about no auto pay. I still know the money came out of my account, and I know where it went to, and I'm just like, what the hell? I could have did something else with that. Like, I literally could have did something else with that. You know what I mean? I'm over it. I'm over it on being on this floating spear with psycho and sociopaths. Okay? And then freaking just government politicians. I'm over it. I'm over it, y'all. I'm sick of it. Lord, somebody just, I don't know, cash at me, make me feel good today. Cash at me, make it better. Make it better.
I'm going to chime in for just a second on these people that's just responded. People are tired, guys, and I've been saying this since he took office last January. It's been a year and a half, and you see that people are exhausting all of their resources. They don't have enough to even make it to the next paycheck. You know, used to, you could have a little bit left over. You can kind of go, another week or so. But now people are saying as soon as they pay all their bills, they have absolutely nothing left. That lady just before, she said, I don't care about auto pay because it's gone anyway. I don't see it. Okay, she doesn't see any money that she got. And the waitress that was getting that tip, I felt so bad for her because it's like she made $60 for the entire day, guys. For the entire 8 hours, she made $60. No one can survive on that, okay? No one. I don't care who they are. Young, old, doesn't matter, okay? It's to the point that people are lashing out. Some people have more than one job and they still are struggling, because I hear that all the time. Oh, they just need to find more work. They need to find a more high-paying job, okay? And maybe some of them are doing that. Maybe some of them have 3 jobs and they still don't have enough. You know why? Because the cost of living is so high right now. Even jobs like, let's say, DoorDash and Uber, those jobs, yes, you can make extra money, but you also have to pay a lot of money to make money, because you got to pay for gas, you got to pay for your maintenance, wear and tear on your car. So on one end, yes, you're gaining money, but you got to pay to make the money. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them don't even have that extra money to spend for gas to travel and to make that extra money on the side, like hustle. So it's crazy, guys. I just feel like people are just, they really are at their end, you know. So this right here is just talking about people struggling more on a financial tip, utilities and all that good stuff. We're going to break this video down as well once it's over.
Half of Americans struggle to afford groceries and gas.
Who have had to make different decisions at the grocery store. It's ridiculous out here.
My kids will never know what a dollar menu is.
I'm touching my cart. Both of them motherfuckers was like $5 a piece.
I work, I put in the hours, and I think that I'm gonna have money.
Many Americans never expect having a job and working hard wouldn't be enough. Yet, that's what many families are facing today. Working hard, regardless, doesn't make you survive in this economy. Why? You guys let me know down below the comment. And if you are not new on this channel, make sure you subscribe, comment, and like. And for everybody who have been subscribed, thank you very much. You guys mean a lot to me. Let's check out this.
Can I just express how I'm so sick of working overtime? I'm so sick of working overtime to survive. Like, 2026, I can't do this shit no more. I cannot do this shit no more.
Dude, guess how much it cost me to make sure my family gets $1 million if something ever happens to me? You'll never guess.
Like, I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of... I literally got paid at 6:05. It's 6:29. My whole check is gone. Like, and then had to spend money on food for the kids. So I probably got like $500.
My heart goes out to anyone that is currently struggling financially. It's so hard. And you feel like such a failure. But you're not. You're not. We're living in the most ridiculous times where it's so expensive to just stay alive. And there's so many that just are so fucking greedy. And they're like, I need more money. And like you, and you can barely pay your bills. I'm just like, I'm in way more financial detriment than I thought I was. And I'm trying to figure out how to solve it.
This is wild, and I want to make sure you don't miss it. We all know that Donald Trump said, on day one, I'm going to get prices down for Americans, right? Look at what's happening now. This is a brand new poll from The Guardian. It just came out today. Half of Americans struggle to afford groceries and gas. Half of Americans. Guardian calls this a grim portrait of cost of living crisis and says that about 57% of polled Americans also believe the economy is worsening, because it is. The poll also says that 95% of Americans now believe the U.S. is suffering an affordability crisis. 95%. And this is not just Democrats, y'all. Pessimism about the economy has increased for all Americans of all parties. Look at that. Just whoop for everyone. In February, 22% of Republicans said the economy was getting worse. Now that's up to 38% of them, of Republicans. Then they asked people whether they thought jobs in their area were disappearing. Look at rural Americans. 41% of them say good job opportunities in their local area are disappearing. By the way, when it comes to rural Americans, 64% of them now say the economy is getting worse, compared with 46% who said that in February. And again, look at these specific numbers. The percentage who responded they are having trouble affording gas, 52%, groceries, 51%, loan payments, 46%, utilities, 46%. Oh, and don't forget, half of those polled said they're struggling to afford their debt, including student loan debt. This is the economy after a year and a half of Donald Trump and the Republicans in full control. But don't worry, because Donald Trump is on the job. If you consider the job building a new helipad on the White House lawn.
Beautiful helipad. And it's got the seal of the White House on it in granite, in carved granite. It's a beautiful thing.
A beautiful thing, he says. But as for this, oh well, he doesn't have an opinion about it at all, because as far as he's concerned, it's not true, it's not real, and your struggles are fake news. And if you're not mad about that, you should be extremely.
To all the working families of Illinois who work so hard every day to provide for your families, who have had to make different decisions at the grocery store, or who know that it now costs twice as much to fill up your gas tank, I want you to know that Donald Trump made over $2 billion in 2025. When he says he doesn't care about the financial situations of the American people, believe him.
You know, last night I was talking to my boyfriend about poverty and how every week I work, I put in the hours, and I think that I'm gonna have money going into the next week when I get paid again, and I just have nothing. I have nothing. I was trying to calculate some sort of way that I could make more than $600 a week, because that's how much I would need to be making so that I can get by without having to dig into savings that I already don't have. And that's like 45, 50, 55 hours. Why do I have to do that? Why do I have to work 50 hours to live?
Y'all, it deadass ain't a joke about feeling guilty about buying groceries. I keep seeing TikToks about it, and it brings me comfort knowing I'm not alone. The other day I was in Walmart, right? I had my grocery list. I needed salad dressing, so I put some ranch in my cart. I needed ketchup, so I put some ketchup in my cart. Both of them motherfuckers was like $5 a piece. $10 just for 2 condiments. I deadass convinced myself that I could just use ketchup on my salad. My daughter don't eat ranch, so I'm like, all right, well, I gotta get the ketchup because she don't eat ranch. I could just use ketchup on my fucking salad. Like, that's where the fuck we're at with shit.
Listen up, America. If you can make billions of dollars in this country, then you can afford to pay your fair share in taxes. Right now, working families in North Carolina are paying the price, while billionaires and giant corporations keep getting sweetheart deals from politicians in Washington, D.C. Folks are struggling to buy groceries, pay the mortgage, keep the lights on, and afford health care. And Congress keeps looking out for the people at the top instead of the people who do the work.
And he's right. I'm going to stop right there just for a second. You know, what I'm seeing too, and I've said this before, you know, Donald Trump, he did make a statement last year, really this year too, that he thinks that what we're feeling is not reality. This is the president of the United States. He has said with his own mouth that I really don't care about that. You know why? Because he doesn't have to deal with it. He's a millionaire, okay? Probably a billionaire. He doesn't have to deal with the everyday struggles. Y'all go back about 3 months ago. We had talked about this based on what he feels about what people are going through. He stated with his own words, I just don't care about any of that. I think it's fake news, okay? He does not care, guys. And really, he doesn't care about white people either, even though he's white. You know, he only cares about the rich and the wealthy people that looks like him. And that's it, okay? Not the everyday working class, not the poor, not the middle class. It's got to be rich millionaires. Okay. These people right here have had it. They're at their brink. That lady that was just talking, she was like, I have to decide between ketchup and ranch on my salad. Ketchup on a salad, guys. We're not talking about, because the dressing is so expensive. Ketchup is typically a lot cheaper. But $5 each for salad dressing? $10 for 2 salad dressings. That's where we are. And it doesn't look like it's coming down anytime soon, But anyway, I just wanted to kind of touch bases on this, guys. Let's go on and go to the very last part. This is talking about SNAP cuts and what people are feeling as far as not getting the assistance. Because remember, Donald Trump took away a lot of the benefits last year, and this is leaving people in a bind. So we're going to dissect this video as well once it's over.
The back and forth in Washington and in Albany about the changes to SNAP or food stamps. I've also been fortunate enough to meet so many SNAP recipients and tell their stories, hear what they're going through as they struggle with lower monthly benefits, and see how hard it is to make ends meet. We begin the show with one of these up-close and personal stories.
Why these didn't last?
You have to wonder how many seniors are living out their twilight years like Shyla Boyd in the Bronx.
I've been fortunate enough to have some friends who contributed food.
An 81-year-old single divorcee with no kids, no family support system, surviving on Social Security, and now a drastically reduced monthly check from SNAP, commonly referred to as food stamps. Shyla, even with a lot of help, is still barely making ends meet.
What percentage of everything that's in your fridge and everything that's in your cabinets would you say has been donated to you?
All this has been donated.
It wasn't always like this. Up until February of this year, Shyla's SNAP benefits amounted to $298 a month. Enough, she says, to handle a modest grocery bill.
What did dinner used to look like?
Chicken, vegetables, sweet potatoes, just
a well-rounded meal.
A well-rounded meal.
But then in March, Shyla's SNAP benefits underwent a budget recalculation that specifically used her gross Social Security benefit, not the lower net amount she actually received into her bank account every month. The result?
I received benefits, and I was told it was going to be $24 a month from $298. I can't buy nutrition.
$28, guys, a month from $298. She was reduced down to
just food. Who lives on $24 a month?
Shyla says these days,
I need more money to eat.
Her dinners are not what they used to be.
I'm working on it.
Are there some nights that you have been skipping dinner?
Yeah.
I mean, Shyla, I'm listening to you, and if I'm being honest, it just breaks my heart to hear you saying that you're skipping meals because you feel like you have to.
Well, you adjust, and if you have to maintain, you have to feel strong inside, and you have to be able to make the adjustments.
What Shyla is going through is not unique, as Pix 11 has been reporting for the better part of a year now. Under the watch of the Trump administration, there have been several changes to the federally funded SNAP program. The Congressional Budget Office and the USDA, the federal agency that funds SNAP, both cite an expansion of the able-bodied work requirement policy that now includes people up to 64 years old, veterans, and people experiencing homelessness, a cap to the annual increase of the maximum monthly SNAP benefit, an increase in state contributions toward administrative costs, in addition to other changes, including removing a routine expense like internet access from the list of eligible deductions. According to the CBO, the combined effect of all of these changes over the next several years will lead to roughly 2.7 million fewer people receiving SNAP benefits.
So this is going to impact almost 3 million people, guys. She had almost $300. She has been reduced down to $24 for the entire month. Okay? She's skipping meals because she has to. This is just terrible, guys. I'm sorry. I mean, again, when is it going to be enough? Okay? When is some of these millionaires and billionaires say, you know what? Hey, enough is enough. They're not. You know why? Because it's greed, guys. They only care about their pockets and their well-being and their families, and that's it. They don't care if you go hungry or not. They don't care if you can't pay your bills. They don't care if you can't pay your rent or your mortgage. You're struggling to make ends meet from week to week. They don't care. That's why they keep putting these policies in place to hurt people, because the more they take away, the more they gain in their pockets. Because trust me, some of this money that's not getting distributed out, I feel, and this is just my opinion, I feel like it's going into some of these millionaire pockets. I do, because if you're not paying out this money to help people, where is the money going then? Right? Where is all this money that you would have had? Where is it going? Okay, so again, this is where we are, guys. Now, we are going to come back on Thursday. Thursday is going to be the last show for season 2. That's right. All of August, we're going to be on hiatus. And then we're going to start back in September for season 3. So we're going to talk about some of the changes that's taking place, some new up and coming things that's going to be going on with the show. And trust me, guys, we're going to talk about all that on Thursday, as well as some other things too, as far as the Nolan Wells trial, some things that they found out about, the autopsy. I think the funeral was today as well. So we're going to dissect a little bit into that and just do like a recap for season 2 on this coming Thursday. Okay. But yes, guys, so if you enjoyed the content, please hit like, share, and subscribe. And also, if you can, please hit the notification bell. That way you won't miss any episodes every time I come on to YouTube. I will be back on Thursday at 8 p.m. And luckily, I am on vacation this week, guys. So I'm off all this week. I don't go back to work till next Monday. So I may go live here and there. We'll see. But if not, you will definitely see me on Thursday for the last show and the last taping of Sports and Politics with T for season 2. Again, we're going to resume it in September. All right, guys. So everybody enjoy the rest of your night. And I will see everyone on Thursday at 8 p.m. Take care. Bye-bye.